Hey everybody, it's SuperGirl KY here with a Cricut creation, and today we are making the snowman Christmas cards. To start off, you're going to need some supplies. When you cut your card, which will be just an 8.5 by 11 cut in half, you're going to fold it, and we're going to be having the card open from the bottom. To add the background, we're going to line it up on top of some gray paper, and we're going to cut it out. Then we're going to take our glue or glue adhesive tape and tape the back and put it on top of the card. Next, we are going to then take our spare white paper and we're going to trace the outline of the card again, except we aren't going to go all the way up this time if you're only doing one. Now, if you're doing two like I am, go ahead and just trace the whole side, because then we can use this one cut twice. So what you're going to do is just rip it. You're going to make it look just bumpy and wavy. You don't want it looking perfect, because this is going to be our snow. And we're going to do it again on the other side, and this will be for the other card. So you could take that other spare piece and kind of make it overlap and make it look like there's many hills behind the snowman and in front of the snowman, but I'm just doing the one piece. So I'm going to use that adhesive tape and tape the back and put it onto the gray piece of cardstock on front of the card. And you don't want to tape all the way up, because what we're going to end up doing is drawing the snowmen and putting them behind the snow. To make the snowmen, we're going to be taking just some colored pencils. You can use whatever medium you want, but in this case, I'm just going to do it quick and easy with some colored pencils. Now, I first outlined the snowmen and kind of came up with a rough idea of what I wanted them to look like using a pencil and doodling them very lightly. Now, you may think it's silly that I did pull out a white colored pencil because I'm drawing on white paper. However, by coloring in the snowman lightly with a white colored pencil, it then allows me to take the light gray colored pencil and kind of lightly shading it in. And by having that white colored pencil behind that gray, it kind of looks smudged. It doesn't look so dark. You'll see what I'm talking about when I show you the final product. And this is where you can let your creative juices flow, because no snowman looks exactly alike. So you can have them look however you want. After all, this is your card. When you are all done coloring in your snowmen and adding in the final touches, what you're going to do is take your scissors, and it's called a fussy cut, which is just a silly word to describe just cutting out your figures however you want. Again, this is your card. There are no right or wrong answers on how you do this. If you want them really closely cut, go for it. If you want it to be a little bit white around the edges, go for it. In this case, I did leave a little white around the edges because of their stick hands, and if I cut too close, it would have been a little strange if I didn't. So again, I'm cutting out the second one, and we are going to use that sticky adhesive again and tape the backs. And this is where the whole don't tape too close to the edge of the snow comes in, because this is where you're going to take the snowmen and slide them behind the card. Now, if you want to, you can also add a little pom-pom. I ended up ditching this idea, but if you would like to, feel free. This is how you do it. So I took pieces of yarn and I pulled apart the pieces. And you're gonna leave one spare piece and use that to tie a knot around the middle of all of them. And then you're going to take your scissors and trim around the edges until you have the desired diameter that you want. I was gonna put this as a pom-pom for the snowman's hat. However, my snowmen were not big enough for this idea, but if you want yours to be large, you can definitely do this idea. So then I just ended up drawing in a pom-pom on the hat instead of gluing one down. Again, there is no right or wrong answer. This is your card. So like I just said, we're going to then use the adhesive tape and tape the back and slide in the snowmen right underneath that snow. And now it looks like they are stuck in a little snowstorm. I also ended up drawing in a little baby snowman to give to my friends that are having a little baby. Next, what we're gonna do is take this stamp that I got from Stampin' Up, and we're going to stamp on some snowflakes. This came with the birthday set, so this is actually a form of like confetti, but it also looks just like snow, so dual purpose. And you want to make sure that you wipe off all of the ink so that it does not permanently stain the stamp when you're done. And that is it. 2 very, very simple and very personal holiday cards. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you want to be notified every time I post a new video, go ahead and click that bell. Comment below any other ideas you would like me to do in the future. As always, it has been a pleasure, and have a super day. Happy holidays.